EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. They juked him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. They'll run on first down. Holiday, fighting off the defender. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Holiday. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now Murray's going to set up the throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, here's Henry. Room here to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Holiday. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And some room to roam now. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This is Hillman with it.
7 yards, the pickup there.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Play fake. Murray. That's complete to John Ross. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Finding Herndon here on the completion. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And now here's Ross. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 31, Burrow. He finds Hillman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A give to Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll roll him out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll run on 1st down. Holiday. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st down. Holiday. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow will throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Now Ross to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, Ace. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, D.
To throw, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Now he's flushed out left. He finds his man complete. It's Chapman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Luntz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Here's Murray. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
What's good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Pushes him over, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. On second down now, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, changes could be in the air as they